Hey, PK. Hey, take another. Hey, Kelly. Thanks, PK. Sick for almost 2 weeks. Ooh, that's rough, PK. Hey, Rayra. What the? Okay. What was the issue, PK? Was it anything in particular, or was it just dehydrated? Nah. Yeah, you gotta stay. You gotta stay hydrated. Hey, Monica. How am I doing? Still alive. Still surviving. Have to call in a silver alert for me. Just wanted to. Oof. Well, that's rough. Can't remember the last time I threw up. Came close on Thursday. Felt very close to throwing up on Thursday, but I can't remember the last time I've actually thrown up. Anyway, PK, it was probably lupus. From what I hear, it's always lupus. Think it's dumb bug? Nah. I mean, bear in mind, PK, I'm not a doctor. Oh shit, I never even watched House. I never even watched House. I just like I've heard that joke. I've heard that was the joke that was all that House always made. Just like pop cultural osmosis. I picked up that was the joke that they always made on that show. Yes, I work tonight. I actually skipped yesterday. I took yesterday off, actually. My niece has lupus, and yeah, it's always lupus. Pretty sure no, take another. I think they're different autoimmune diseases. Yeah, yesterday I actually called in or emailed in. I actually didn't work yesterday. I was scheduled to work yesterday. I didn't. Just was not up to it. So, sister has lupus and myasthenia. Myasthenia gravis. Never heard of that one. Is it released day of? Indeed. I haven't taken a sick day in a while. It's a couple months ago I took I left work early, though I did make up that day. It's like May or June that I ended up sort of taking an early day. went in for like an hour and a half. I was like, yep, nope, I'm not making it through today. So I left early, but I did make it up that time. Something fun I've done lately. Been enjoying myself playing Dynasty Warriors. Been having a good time playing Dynasty Warriors. I finished the OO campaign. Currently working on the Wei campaign. Playing as Junyo. Shunyo? Shunyo. Mamba came out with blueberry slushy fruit chews and they are fire. Cool, cool, cool. Not really a fan of blueberry outside of blueberry muffins. I like blueberry muffins. Other than that, I'm not really big on blueberries. Yeah, other than Dynasty Warriors, I haven't really been doing much lately. I did also enjoy the most recent episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, the musical episode of Strange New Worlds. That said, they did an entire musical episode, and like no, you know, no gay relationships coming about on it. That feels homophobic. An entire musical episode, and all the romantic relationships are heterosexual. I don't know how that happens. That just feels wrong to me. You know? And actually, I do have to say, just as a minor complaint in general, second season of Strange New Worlds has been very, very lacking in. There has been absolutely no queer content at all. Like not even a throwaway line. First season of Strange New Worlds had a couple throwaway lines, and a trans lady as a villain who was amazing, just an absolutely amazing villain. just she had an absolute blast clearing the chewing the scenery, and she was great. So it's all minor stuff, but it was there. There was queer shit at least referenced. The seasons had nothing, literally nothing. No throwaway lines, no trans characters showing up, no moments of two guys very clearly flirting with each other. Like two guys just like This is flirting. This is meant to be flirting. This is not meant as this is not something that's open to interpretation. They are absolutely flirting, like nothing like that. And like, why does my stomach hurt every time I eat from McDonald's? Because it's crap food. Because it is shitty food. It is like it's garbage food, and it's not even like really. It's not even particularly satisfying. It's not even particularly good food, like tasty food, and yet it's comfort food. Is what it is. Like it's because like you know what it is. McDonald's is a childhood food. McDonald's gets you when you're young, and they get you when you're young through advertising. When you're too young and too stupid to really to have any um, critical thinking skills. So, they have the ads, so you get McDonald's because McDonald's. It's commercials. You gotta have McDonald's. So as a kid you love McDonald's because that's what the commercials tell you to eat. And then you get older and you start getting better about critical analysis, critical thinking, and start learning how to tune out ads and brain aneurysm rupture when I was eating a chicken sandwich from Burger King. I read it since I'm too scared. Fair. Um, so yeah. So and by that point, by the time you're an adult, you even realize that you don't even really like McDonald's, but you gotta have it once in a while. You gotta have it just because it's deeply ingrained in your brain by that point. Fast food stuff. Oh, it is. It absolutely is. McDonald's some of the worst for you, but because McDonald's is the shittiest of them all, I think, which is somehow part of their charm, part of the appeal. Because I mean, a lot of the others, they're not bad, but like Wendy's is okay. They're not they're not exceptional. Jack in the Box. I don't know. Have I had Jack in the Box? No, I haven't had Jack in the Box. None of the others I've actually eaten. Five Guys. Five Guys is a pretty good burger. Taco Bell. Nah, it's just not something that I would eat. It's because it's because of my weird. It's because of my weirdness. Like a lot of like my issues with Taco Bell come down to my own weirdness when it comes to what I eat. Just selective, finicky. Um, I do have like eating weird food hangups, weird like weirdness regarding how I eat food. Quirks. Yeah. Hey, Uncle Buck. Yeah, weird quirks regarding food. Like it's like I don't eat tacos. I'll eat nachos, which is basically just a taco. I like nachos. Some guy stomping in the lettuce from a fast food place. That chicken from Popeyes? No. Do not like Popeyes chicken. But yeah, like, I like nachos. I like, with cheese, salsa, ground beef, throw a little bit of lettuce, some, maybe some actual like tomato chunks, throw a little bit of onion on there. Yeah, it's a good time. No salsa for me. I don't want the salsa. I really don't want the fucking olives. Keep the goddamn olives away from me. Yeah, I mean, there's things that there's things that I don't want. Yeah, there's things that are fairly common, nacho slash taco toppings that I don't like, but you know, but I don't eat taco. But I don't eat tacos. Hey, Jenna, good to see you. I don't eat burritos, though. In fairness, that part of that is just because of the. I think part of that has to do with the with it being a soft shell rather than a hard shell for tacos that tacos use. So that's probably. But I mean, there's also just sloppy joes. I don't know that I've ever had sloppy joes. Hey, Mary, I honestly don't think I've ever had sloppy joes. Probably wouldn't like it. Cheesy nachos, yep. Hey, lover girl. Should I start the TB12 diet? I don't even know what that is. Take another. But probably not. You should probably talk to a nutritionist, would be my advice. Get their input on what the best diet would be for you to keep healthy. Tom Brady. Yeah. If you're worried about uh if you're worried about your health, then talk to a doctor, talk to a nutritionist, figure out what diet is going to work best for you. Because some diets work great for some people and do not work and work like horribly for other people, or the complete opposite of what other people need. So he was not in the Brady Bunch. Are you sure? Sure, Jenna. Sure, Jana. UFOs. I mean, unidentified flying objects. Yes, there are objects that are unidentified. If you're asking if I believe it's aliens, no, I do not believe it is aliens. You know a Jana? You are a Jana. Yeah, like 100%. It's not fucking aliens. I love when my tarot astrology friends look at me like I'm crazy when I bring up aliens. I got the same. I mean, I don't believe in aliens. I don't believe aliens have visited Earth. I don't believe in tarot or astrology. I don't believe in any of that nonsense. Secret military technology. Some of it, some of it is. Some of it is just light reflecting off something, or just fucking weather balloons, or some stupid thing that's some stupid drone that somebody is flying around. A smudge on the windshield. Yep. Some smudge on the window that hey lady, that the pilot thinks is an object outside. Signs? Nah, I never watched Signs. Pilots do be tired. Indeed. I mean, once in a while, what they think is just, what they think is a weird object, it turns out to just be your mom. Sorry. I liked Signs. I liked how they were aliens. Yes, aliens whose great weakness was was the thing that covers 70% of the planet. Like, weren't the aliens in Signs weak to water, weak against water, which is one of the most plentiful um, resources that the planet that the Earth has. Scared for months after War of the Worlds. That's because of Tom Cruise. Aliens are actually fire Pokemon, and that's why they are weak to water. Makes sense. Am I going to try to get Taylor Swift tickets? Hell no, Kiki. Hi, Kiki. But no. I don't, I have no, I don't really care about Taylor Swift one way or the other. I have no real opinion on Taylor Swift. She's, her music is not something that I listen to. And, holy shit, the paying huge amounts of money to be crowded with, fucking million people in one venue? No. Sounds terrible, frankly. Ticket has to struggle too, yep. Ticketmaster should be outright banned. I'll just say it outright. Ticketmaster, honestly, the hey Kermit, like just they're so extreme in their price gouging practices and their other practices. They should literally just be put out of business. Like, not even like, I don't even mean like break up the monopoly. I mean like literally like, okay, Ticketmaster, you no longer exist. Somebody else, like, you know, four more companies are going to need to form to handle ticket sales. You know, we'll need a minimum of four companies handling ticket sales. At least four, like bare minimum. Four separate companies. All like none of them owned by the same parent company. All of them completely and totally separate. Handling ticket sales for different artists and venues and shit. And then Ticketmaster just has to fucking go out of business. It is a fucking criminal enterprise. Throw the fucking executives in prison. Like, I honestly think Ticketmaster needs to be treated as a criminal enterprise at this point. Because holy shit, they are terrible. Imagine The Purge, but it's just people doing kind things for one night. That wouldn't make much money. Kermit? Oh, somebody brought up Ticketmaster. Somebody brought up Ticketmaster, so I'm shitting on Ticketmaster. Where do you get my chair from? I honestly don't remember PK. Chantal bought it. I don't remember where she bought it from. Like, I don't remember the brand or anything like that. What's a Ticketmaster? The company. I was like, yeah, their tag. Could be Jenna. I don't know. Headrest comfortable? Yeah. Yeah, it's comfortable. Yeah, life is meh. Life remains life. Okay. Nah. I used to watch Family Guy. I watched Family Guy during its first three seasons before it got canceled, and it was great back then. Early Family Guy was a great show because like what they were really doing was like they were taking the Simpsons formula and then just sort of mocking it a little bit, going more extreme. Um, and going a lot more surreal and everything. Because by that point, The Simpsons was starting to get a little bit tamer. The Simpsons started off as a very subversive show. Like early Simpsons was very subversive. By the time Family Guy debuted, The Simpsons had become a lot more mainstream. Still, it was still a great show by that point. It was still in its peak. Simpsons was still at its peak during that time. But it had definitely eased up. It had definitely started to go a little bit tamer, a little bit more mainstream. Um, so then Family Guy came along, and it was the subversive show. Grew up with The Simpsons. Same here, Jenna. I absolutely grew up on The Simpsons. So yeah, like Family Guy was more subversive, and a lot of it was sort of making fun of. Well, not really making fun of it. I mean, there's a definitely a sort of edgier version. South Park. Yeah, I used to watch South Park as well. You know what episode of South Park really like was the moment where I soured on that one? Man Bear Pig. Says, of course I watched Sesame Street. Love Sesame Street. Yeah, the Man Bear Pig episode of South Park was when I really turned on. Was when I got. That was the episode that made me realize they're just assholes. Like they don't. They're just reactive dickbags. They don't like. They don't like Al Gore personally, so they're going to make it seem like. So they're going to make fun of him for the climate for believing the crime crisis. Because yeah, global warming is a real fucking thing. Al Gore has very valid reason to be warning people about global warming because it's a genuine, serious threat. But no, they don't like Al Gore, so let's make fun of him. And in the process, just deny that global warming is actually a problem. It's just. They had a personal grievance against Gore, so make it seem like everything he's saying is ridiculous and absurd and not worth listening to. Even though sometimes it fucking is. And it's what people have. It's an entirely valid criticism of South Park. They mock caring about things. The absolute worst thing that you can possibly do in the eyes of Parker and Stone is care about things. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I watched a few episodes of it here and there. I never quite clicked with that one. I never quite clicked with Aqua Teen Hunger Force. So I got bits and pieces here and there, but it just, I don't know, something about it, it didn't. Yeah, as far as South Park is concerned, if you care about something, then you're a loser. Then you're an idiot. It is a show whose core philosophy is the absolute worst kind of self-centered nihilism. And they're just assholes. Yeah, and then Family Guy, the first 3 seasons of Family Guy were hilarious. They were genuinely fucking hilarious shows. Hilarious shit. And then they got canceled. And then they came back from cancellation. And it absolutely was not the same show at all. They went all in on cutaway gags and overly long gags. They just dropped, they just stopped even trying to have jokes that were relevant to the story that was being told. It was all, this is worse than the time that, this is worse than the time that blank. Or, it's not bad. Remember the time that blank. Remember the time pop culture reference? I haven't been this excited since the pop culture reference. Usually 80s pop culture reference, because that's when Seth MacFarlane grew up. That's when a lot of the writers on Family Guy grew up. So 80s pop culture reference every every 30 fucking seconds. And then hey, let's throw in a goddamn 5 minute a joke that lasts 5 goddamn minutes and that they've already told 3 times in the past few seasons anyway. You know, like the original chicken fight was hilarious. Like the chicken fight in the first time it happened in Family Guy, hilarious, amazing, epic. Just an incredible thing to like an incredible gag to throw in for no goddamn reason and just went just long enough to be like stop being funny and then become funny again. And the whole episode, and I mean, it helps that the episode was ridiculous on to begin with. Yeah, like the whole episode was stupid and not even real. So like that first chicken fight joke was great. And then they did it again. And again. And again. Like, why are you doing this again? Uh, home movies didn't like the animation style of home movies. Like I catch like a little bit of it, but I didn't like the animation style of home movies. Dr. Katz I did really like as a kid. Dr. Katz I watched when I was young, and I did really like it at that point. How do I get gout? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. American Dad. I watched the first couple episodes of American Dad. I just had like a whatever reaction to it, honestly. I couldn't really be bothered with it. Because like I'd already soured on it didn't help that like I'd already kind of soured on Family Guy by that point. And you know, it's just same creators, so I was just saying Space Ghost nah again I like caught glimpses of it, but favorite types of movies? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I have a favorite type of movie. I mean Ghibli movies, but am I an escalator? No. Shit, I just realized McCoy bot must have gotten taken down when Elon Musk came in because I just realized I haven't seen McCoy bot in forever. Or yeah, Robo McCoy. Yeah, Robo McCoy has been dead since April. Good fucking job, Elon. Monica. Um, I don't think I follow you back, Monica. Uh, I don't follow a lot. I mean, I follow a fair number of people, but most of the people I follow are like comic creators that I like, or a handful of like really stupid meme accounts. You have to sleep? All right, Jenna. Good night, Jenna. Like to be mysterious? Indeed. It's mostly I just like for my timeline to be mostly comics. My timeline. My timeline has a lot of comic stuff. Just because I like comic books. Hey, Bobby. Yeah, every so often I see shit about Ukraine and everything, but it's almost like against my will. I'm not following any news. I don't follow any news organizations. I don't follow any journalists. I don't follow anyone who's actually serious or like a real person. Read my tweets to see what I say. Yeah. Luckily, Monica, I tweet very little, so I'm usually not saying much. Hey, Bess. Hey, Liberace. So I was just taking a look to see like how like when my last tweets were. Yeah, I really don't tweet very often. What's next mukbang? Not anytime soon, I don't think. Dan Crenshaw, yeah, he's a congressman or senator, politician, I think, right? Nobody actually calls it X. It's Twitter. It's still Twitter. Doesn't matter what Elon Musk wants to call it. It's fucking Twitter. They still call tweets. I think he has changed them to posts now. Still tweet. Still says tweet on my phone. On my phone, it still says, you know, it's still called a tweet. But on the website, it's on. Oh shit! The logo is still the. I do still have the bird logo. I still have the bird logo on my Twitter app. So it actually is still Twitter on my phone. I still got the Twitter app rather than the X app. Everything should just be referred to as X. You can update the app. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, dude, it's fucking Twitter. Like, I'm pretty sure people in Chicago still talk about the Sears Tower. It hasn't been called the Sears Tower in like 20 fucking years, but it's still the Sears Tower. So, yeah. it's going to be Twitter forever. It's going to be Twitter until the day it closes down, and then people are going to talk about, hey, you remember Twitter? When it inevitably crashes and can't be restored and goes under and shuts down permanently for good because Elon Musk is a fucking idiot. Um, People are gonna, years and years from now, people are still gonna be like, "Hey, remember Twitter? What a wild place Twitter was." I just hope Blue Sky opens up its registration before Twitter does completely go under. So I feel a bit Facebook. Yeah, I never really used Facebook. I don't want to keep in touch with people I used to know. Why the hell would I use Facebook? I don't want to keep in touch with people I used to know. What's Blue Sky? It's a social media app, but it's I'm from Chicagoland. I'll call it Sears Tower till the day I die. Yeah, it's a social media app, but it's like closed. You need an invite. You need an invite in order to actually get into Blue Sky. Facebook, yeah. I mean, Facebook killed local media. Like Facebook killed a lot of newsrooms. Weird Discord, kind of, I guess. So saw the other day that people were like talking about now that because Canada recently passed a bill about like I don't know all the details, but like companies operating in Canada need to pay towards um, local media and blah 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 or something like that, Canadian media or something like that. Um, Facebook was saying that they might just shut down in Canada, and I saw that I'm like, fucking good. Means at least one country will be fucking free of the bullshit of all the fucking harm that Facebook does. Shut down in Canada, like that they might like leave the Canadian, that they might just leave Canada. That like Facebook's like, well, I don't know, we might just have to leave. We might just not be able to operate in Canada anymore. It's like good fucking riddance. Oh no, how will people get all their fake news now? How will Canadian newsrooms survive without Facebook giving them just giving completely fabricated information about uh, about what's successful on the algorithm? Use YouTube the most. Yeah, like Facebook fucking killed journalism. destroyed, just absolutely decimated the funding in so many newsrooms because Facebook was pushing this. Oh, you pivot to video. Yeah, it was pushing this. Oh, you get more views on video. Yeah, you get a lot more traffic with video. Way more engagement with videos. You gotta pivot to video. You'll get way more. You'll be way more successful if you pivot to video. Hey, Uncle Buck. Hey, Stephanie. So like they did. So all the newsrooms were like, okay, yeah. So we better put more funding into video. Video journal into video reporting. So that's where they started spending all their money. And then it turned out Facebook straight up fucking lied. Just completely made up the entire fucking thing about how successful video was, about how much more engagement video drove. They just fucking lied to everybody. So all the newsrooms that invested all that money pivoting to video, well, that money was just fucking wasted. And oh, hey, look, now they have to lay people off. Now they've got to lay off a bunch of their journalists. Who owns Facebook? Zuckerberg. So, yeah, fuck Facebook so goddamn hard. Huge driver of fake news and conspiracy theories, and devastated actual journalism and newsrooms. So, Facebook wants to pull out of Canada? Bye. Get the fuck out. TikTok is allowed or not? I mean, they're like, I've seen some fun TikToks on Twitter. Once in a while, somebody will post a really fun TikTok on Twitter. Um, so TikTok can actually be pretty fun. I don't have it myself. I only watch the funny ones that get posted on Twitter. Max Payne? No, never played Max Payne. Any of them. Never played any of the series. I have not, Kermit. I'm probably going to keep saving up my money for a while longer before I do that. Max would fall asleep and the same TikTok would play over and over in full blast. Make me hate it. Fair enough. Hey, Color Purple. Hey, Beans. So, yeah, it's just. I do genuinely hope, legitimately hope that Facebook just gets the fuck out of Canada. Banned in the Canadian market. Get the fuck out of here. We will survive without you. We will fucking thrive without Facebook. We'll find other stupid shit to occupy our time. Like, it's the internet. Well, there's an endless supply of stupid shit to occupy our time, so it's time to divorce them. Rick and Steve, I have not, Kermit. Anyway, I'm gonna get going for tonight. May or may not be on tomorrow. Depends on whether I feel like showering. Thanks, Jenna. Whether I'm on tomorrow depends on whether I feel like getting up early enough to shower. I need to get up like 30 minutes before my shift if I'm gonna shower, and sometimes like nah, I'd rather get that extra 20 minutes sleep. There are days where it's like no, I want that extra 20 minutes of sleep. So we'll see how I feel tomorrow. But for now, good night.